welcome to Quirky Books with Katie. Today I am finally going to be doing my Q&A video, and I'm so excited to do this video, guys. I've always loved watching these types of videos, so thank you to everyone that entered my giveaway and submitted their questions. So I'm going to get started. Okay, so I have to put my glasses on just because, the angle that I have things, I can't really see it, and I apologize if this is giving you guys a glare. That sucks so bad. But, okay, Heather Silver River asked, what is my favorite genre of book? My favorite genre is YA, and more specifically in YA dystopians. I've always had a love for dystopians, and that's just kind of the way it is. They also asked, what book have you read that had an interesting idea that has stuck with you? I think a lot of dystopians have interesting ideas that stick with me because it makes me think, the way our government is now, that could happen in the future. I'll use Delirium by Lauren Oliver as an example, but, that book just made me think, how messed up would a society have to be to think that love is really a disease? I don't know. That just dystopians always put weird questions in my mind. My Life in Books asked, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? I always think, I get stuck between a couple. I would always love to fly. I think just being able to fly would be so cool because, I don't know why, because I hate airplanes. Invisibility would be another cool power. Also, being able to read people's minds. I think that would be cool too. 9161018. Oh, hey, she's the winner of my giveaway. She asked a bunch of questions. Okay, number one, if you could only read one genre for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? I already answered that. That would be dystopian. If you could change the ending of 4 books, which ones would you change? Oh, man, that's a really good question. I would have to say Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. Prodigy by Marie Lu. That's awful cliffhanger. Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. And The Elite by Kira Cass. That ending was just bad. I love cliffhanger endings, but I do wish that they didn't happen, especially when they're very emotionally damaging. I do not do well with those. She also asked, what is the most you've ever read in a day of books and pages? Probably the most books I've read in a day. When I was younger, I used to read a lot, so I may have read 3 small chapter books in a day. And I read a lot. Like I said, I read probably about 600 pages during one day of the booktubeathon. I read really fast. That's just the way it's always been. Question number 4, what are your favorite standalone novels? Not even a lot of contemporaries or standalones anymore. Let me check. Okay, I'd have to say The Day Before by Lisa Schroeder and Fixing Delilah by Sarah Auckler. They're both contemporaries, but I don't know of any non-contemporaries that are standalones. Number 5, what are your favorite movies? I'm not really a movie person. I do love the Avengers movies though. I love Captain America and Thor and the Avengers. Those are amazing. I'm not sure. I'm also a romance movie person, so The Notebook and stuff like that. And I'm really cheesy. And last question from her is my favorite color. My favorite color is purple. Abby D asks, what world would you live in from a book if you had the opportunity to? I know the answer to the question. I would live in Victorian England from Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I just love the Victorian era, and I've always wanted to go to England. I would live there. I would go meet those shadow hunters and have fun. Okay, Wildred Castor asks, what book encouraged you to start reading? I've loved reading since about 1st grade or kindergarten. The first books that I really got into were the Junie B. Jones books, so I guess them. Fab Sisters asks, what is your absolute favorite series or trilogy you've read so far? I love the Delirium trilogy by Lauren Oliver. That's probably my favorite right now, although it does change. And the second question from them is, which book are you most excited about that will release this year? If you know me, you know the answer to this question. I can fangirl about this book all day long, and that is Champion by Marie Lu. That is the 3rd book in the Legend series. Oh my god, when that book comes out. I'm not going to be able to control myself. Amber from Nerdy Book Lover asks, is there any book you hated but forced yourself to finish because everyone else loved it? I have to say there's not, I don't know. Because if I really hate a book, I won't finish it. The only book I can think of I didn't hate, but The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I did not enjoy it, and I probably would have put it down, but I did want to see how it ended because so many people are obsessed with it. Okay, Cassidy Von Shea asks, do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have a dog named Buddy. He is 5 years old, but his birthday is today, actually. Oh my god, today is my dog's birthday. What is this? Did not know that. And he is a Westie. I would show you him, but he is lazy and I don't want to go get him. And she also asks, have you ever written a book or have tried to? I do enjoy writing, and when I was in middle school, I would literally carry around this book notebook, as I call it, and I would try and like write stories. I think the most I ever got was like 25 pages front and back probably of a story, but that is awful now. And I would consider doing it again. I just don't have the, like the work ethic to sit down and actually write a book. I do have some cool ideas in my head though. And number 3, what is your favorite setting or time period to read about? I like now is okay, and then I like Victorian also. Those are the best. Always, Ellie asks, what's one book that had the wow factor for you? A couple books have the wow factor for me. Ones that were really interesting, I think Divergent by Veronica Roth. That book has the wow factor. There's dystopian and action and romance and oh my god. Amazing. Okay, Sierra Rowland asks, or Roland, sorry if I'm pronouncing your guys' users wrong. Should you read the Mortal Instruments series before the Infernal Devices? I think it doesn't really matter which order you do it. The order that I would suggest doing it is read the first 3 books of Mortal Instruments, then the Infernal Devices, then the books 4 and 5 of Mortal Instruments. That's not what I did, but I think that would be the best way to go, but honestly, I don't think it matters that much. Carrie for Life asks, when's your birthday? My birthday is March 6th, and if you could save any character that was killed, who would it be? Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know about this question because I don't think, at least in books I've read, not a lot of characters have died that I've had like an extreme emotional attachment to. Oh, I know. So this is a spoiler for the Mara Dyer series. If you haven't read it yet, then kind of skip over probably 10 seconds. But Noah Shaw from the Mara Dyer series, he died. Oh my goodness. That was awful. So yes, I would definitely save him. And number 3, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? If I could live anywhere in the world, I'd probably either live in England or I would go probably down south in the U.S. because where I live is just boring. So Lita Chan asks, what books are you excited to be turned into a movie? Divergent, obviously, and Vampire Academy. I am really excited for both of those. And the Divergent teaser trailer comes out today. I'm so excited. The YA Book Fanatic asks, are you a coffee drinker, tea drinker, or neither? I do not drink either, actually. I've never had coffee, but I can tend to be a hyper person, so I think if I drank coffee, that would not go well. And I'm not really a tea person either. I just usually either drink like water or lemonade. I'm pretty boring. Lost Book Thoughts asks, if you could imagine the perfect book you would want to read specifically for you, what would it be? It would definitely be a dystopian with a strong female main character, a good love interest, and like action, probably. September Girl 70 asks, what is your occupation or what do you eventually want to do? Well, I am going to be a junior in high school, so I don't have a job, but my dream job would probably be a writer, but I don't think that's going to happen because there's not a lot of jobs out there. I think I'm probably going to end up being a nurse. That's something I like. Sabina S. asks, what is your favorite book that is considered a classic? I would have to say Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I adore that book. I also really like Wuthering Heights by, oh my goodness, I can't even remember which Bronte sister it's by, but I really like that one too, even though that's depressing. Retrofy123 asks, if a character from one of your favorite books could be your best friend, who would that character be and why? I would say either, I have a couple. Rose from the Vampire Academy series, because she's badass and awesome. June from the Legend series. Lena from Delirium, or Isabel from Mortal Instruments. Readable Chapter asks, what is your favorite book to movie adaptation? I usually have issues with book to movie adaptations, but the best one I've seen recently is probably Beautiful Creatures. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was really funny. Carly Wyatt asks, what is a book that you love that isn't currently popular on BookTube? That is a good question. I'd have to say Unspoken by Sarah Rees Brennan. I talk about the book all the time, and I freaking love it. And everyone else, it seems like everyone else hates it, which isn't good. And then I think I have one last question. Okay, and my last question is from Valerie Jean, and she asks, what books have made you cry? The first book that made me cry was If I Stay by Gail Forman. And usually I don't really cry during that many books. I just get emotional, which is just me going, oh my god, and I'm emotionally damaged. So that happens in a lot of books. I'll say like The Darkest Minds, Prodigy by Marie Lu, Delirium and Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver, The Clockwork Princess, any of those. Thank you guys so much for sending in questions. This was really fun. And I also wanted to say that this is my 100th video. Like, oh my god, I've made 100 videos. How long have I been on BookTube now? Probably, I think almost 7 or 8 months now. And it's been a while. And thank you guys so much for watching all my videos. It's so fun, and I can't believe I'm 100. So thank you guys so much. It's because of you that I do this. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you again soon.